Hello my friends. Today I want to find the value of x from this question. But it's very difficult to calculate directly this question. I use a trick, a math trick here. I can write this question as x squared minus x cubed equals to, and 12 is 4 plus 8. I write it like that because 4 is a square number of 2 and 8 as a same number but for a cube number. 2 cube is 8, 2 squared is 4. I can bring these two numbers to the other side. X squared minus x cubed minus 4 minus 8 equals to 0. But 4 is 2 squared, so I can write it here. X squared minus, I write both terms besides each other in a parenthesis, minus x cubed. Minus is factor out, so it's plus 8 is 2 cubed equals to 0. But maybe you remember from the math identities you have when a squared minus b squared as a minus b times a plus b. It's a famous math identity we can use for first parenthesis. But about the cube parenthesis, maybe you remember a cube plus b cube is equals, I write it here, a plus b times a squared plus minus a b plus b squared. It's the second mathematical identity you can use for the second parenthesis. There are a lot of math identities and a lot of formulas you can use for any problem, math problem like this. If you like or are interested in such questions, such as math problems, please subscribe my channel and write me your opinion on your ways and maybe your questions. I can make a video for your questions. So I can use from both formulas here. The first parenthesis I can use from the first identity, so I can use here x minus 2 times x plus 2. For the first parenthesis I can write like this, minus, and for the second one, according to this math problem formula, x plus 2 times x squared minus 2 times x plus 4, and this equals to 0. And you can see here x plus 2 are same in both expressions. So I can now factor out x plus 2 again, times, from the first expression just remains x, maybe I write it like a bracket. From the first expression only remains x minus 2, minus, from the second expression just remains this parenthesis, x squared minus 2x plus 4, and finally everything equals to 0. So you have this expression and you have to find out the value of x when it equals to 0. To go further, I can erase everything here and I write this expression again here. X plus 2 times, okay, I can simplify this expression by taking everything out from the parentheses. The first one is just x minus 2 and minus, multiply the whole terms here, minus x squared minus minus plus 2x and minus plus is minus 4. This is equals to 0. Okay, I don't need this expression again, so I go further from this expression here. X plus 2 times minus, I write it as a standard form, minus x squared. X plus 2x is 3x, minus 2 minus 4 minus 6 equals to 0. So two expressions multiply each other is 0. So either this expression is 0 or and the second one minus 6 is 0. From both expressions here we can find out the value of x. The first one is very simple. I can write from the, I write it as a first equation and this one as second one. For the first one, you just directly you can find out the value of x is minus 2. But for the second one, I can multiply everything to the minus and it's better. 4, because we don't like minus or anything, numbers or something behind the x squared. So by the first, the second times minus 1, if we multiply minus 1 to second formula, so x squared minus 3x plus 6 equals to 0. Okay, now I can find the value of x from this second order equation and you can write it and find out the solution by the binomial formula. Minus 3 minus minus 3 plus minus, this one squared is 9 and minus 24 over 2. So maybe it's better to erase here to find out the other roots. And also here we don't need that. Okay, so for the second solution you have x equals to 3 plus minus, and this is 9 minus 24 is minus 15, is the minus number, a negative number under radical over 2. And you know minus a negative number under radical is the imaginary number. You can write it as 3 plus minus I as a square root of minus 1, 15 over 2. So this is the other root. We have three roots here, as we explained. The first root is, as we obtained here. Second root, because these are two roots, the plus 1 and minus 1. We can write it as plus 1 here, and the last root is 3 minus I 15 over 2. And these are whole answer for the main question here. One root is completely real, and two complex and with imaginary numbers roots for the other solutions. Thank you for your attention.